Hey guys, it's Chris with Solar Power Fitness. Welcome back to my channel. Hopefully this last week your efforts actually warranted some permanent gains, but no worries, rest assured, peace of mind. Today's conversation on this channel is going to be about what's going to give you nothing less this week upcoming. Basically, we're going to go over a very important component of nutrition called protein. Really important. Slightly complex, but I'm gonna make it simple for you today. Don't worry about anything. I'm a bad artist, do not judge me. I'm gonna write down this board a little bit. So try to make it simple so you guys can see some things. Nitrogen is a chemical that's derived from digesting protein. So really easy and simple, guys, when you eat things that you eat all week and every day. Chicken, fish, turkey steaks, shakes, bars, egg whites, for vegans, seitan, tofu, things like such. What happens when we digest them, we actually absorb a chemical called nitrogen. Nitrogen's really important. Sounds really complicated, but it's not. Pretty easy to understand, guys. Inside the cell of the muscle, I'm a bad artist, remember, do not judge. There is a lean to a fat mass ratio. Easy and simple. Lean body mass, everything besides fat. Fat mass, fat mass. So you want to take from fat mass to increase lean. You don't want to take from lean to increase fat. You'll go the opposite direction towards your goals. So basically what happens is everybody, when I tell them or ask them the simple question, what are your goals? What are your goals? I want to get toned. I want to get toned. Basically, tone is being lean with low body fat. That's how that is. It's real simple, guys. So it actually is the direction of where we're going to help you get towards your goals today and future, simply by monitoring the protein you're going to eat in future with the nitrogen you're going to derive from digesting it, making sure it stays in your lean mass, reducing your body fat, increasing your lean. Because it will be at what we refer to a positive nitrogen balance. Sounds good, doesn't it? Exactly, I thought you'd like it. Long story short, guys, I'm sure you got the question, I know, I get it. How did I get to a positive nitrogen balance, Chris? I get it, sounds good. But how much protein do I eat? Good question, a lot of people wonder. Some people think a gram per pound of body weight. But guys, more is not exactly better. It can cause harm. Protein's really important, and it's kind of like the three little bears. It can't be really hot, it can't be super cold, it's gotta be just right. And that's based on you individually. Kind of like me and you, we all have fingerprints, and they all look the same. But that's how individual customizing this within your program will lead to your success per you, because it's based on your body weight, your body fat, your lean mass, and your fat mass. And this is how simple you get to it. Check it out. Take a person, real easy and simple, with a body weight of hypothetically 180 pounds in total body weight. Now, say they are at a body fat percent of 10% body fat. You multiply these two numbers together, guys, and it's going to give you what is known as your fat mass, which will be 18 total pounds. Now, how do you get to your lean mass? Because that's really what we want. Pretty simple, guys. Some of you maybe already gotten there, before I can write it. But you go back to your body weight at 180. Hypothetically, this person, and you subtract their 18 pounds of fat mass, and that will leave you what is known as lean body mass, which in this case is 162 pounds in total. So for this individual that weighs 180 pounds and is 10% body fat with 18 pounds total in fat on their body, leaving them 162 pounds of total lean body mass, which is everything besides the body fat in general that they have, with the total between 162 and 18, taking them to all of 180 of their existence. Now they can calculate their positive nitrogen balance. And the formula is real easy, guys. I'm gonna give it to you. It's 0.8 of a gram to 1 gram, and that's per pound of lean body mass. So, real simple. 1 gram per pound of 162 pounds, that's 162 grams per day. Basically, 80% of that number, which would be, I'm not that good. Sorry to pause, I had to get a calculator because I am not that good. But long story short, 162 and 80% would be 130 grams. So this individual, to be at a positive nitrogen balance daily, would have to be between 130 to 162 grams of protein per day. Now, an average individual is going to eat 3 to 4 meals daily. The idea is to work it up to about 5 and then 6, eventually small portions, more often, every 4 hours, to accelerate your metabolism and not to eat a lot where you're eating less often in the day, slowing your metabolism down, because it's actually hurting based on the fact of what it's doing, because you're not breaking it down at the time. So if you take these two numbers, 130, and divide them by 4 simple meals, or let's just say 5, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and a protein shake and a protein bar, or 2 shakes or 2 bars as meal replacements. Easy and not really filling, but help you work towards increasing your metabolism without having a lot of extra food, because you got to work towards letting your stomach adapt towards accepting more nutrition so it's not rejected. So we'll say 5 meals, 3 staple, 2 snacks at that 130. That's going to put this person at 26 grams per meal, and at a total of 162 divided by 5, they can go all the way up to 33 grams per day, per meal. And that's grams per meal, and that's 5 times daily. So, an average individual who has breakfast or a shake, because they're not used to breakfast, and then a normal meal 4 hours later, and then lunch, and then a snack, and then dinner when they come home, there's your 5 simple meals, guys. It's not that complicated. The main thing is you got to kind of watch the clock in between these meals, even if you're at these perfect grams per you and your lean body mass, because mine might be different than yours, and that's why this works so much per the individual. It's individualized for them. That's why it leads towards their success, not a bodybuilder's program, because you're not a bodybuilder. You're not an Olympic swimmer. You're not an NFL player. Your nutrition that's going to feed your lean before you actually go towards effort is really important, and it's per you. And if you don't do it correctly, you take from your lean, you get fatter, your metabolism goes slow, and you actually stop your efforts, because eventually you get disappointed of your result, which is not what you wanted to accomplish. This is how you beat it. That one simple chemical, guys, nitrogen. And every 4 hours, it goes from a positive to a negative status. So that's why that window is very important. And what you're wanting to do is replace it as it's going from a positive to a negative with every 4 hours, so you can increase your metabolism to go faster. And as a byproduct, once again, you're going to increase your lean, and as a byproduct, once again, you're going to drop body fat. And that's pretty simple. It's all you really want to do. Attack the fat and make the gain with the new lean mass. That's going to be what's going to be a permanent accomplishment for you and your goals, instead of a temporary fix, which is already what you had enough of. It's heartbreaking, and it actually pains mine to know How many people continue, whether it's a holiday or they're back from vacation or they had a surgery or a baby or whatever the actual life circumstance is, that they're ready to try this again, but the behavior and the thoughts are the same. They just expect a different result. So guys, we know what that leads to, and I'm not even gonna say it because you're not. Crazy that is. Get smart, get sane, understand there's chemistry behind nutrition. People think it's complicated because they're unaware of how simple it can be. Take your body weight, find your body fat, multiply the two, that gives you your fat mass, subtract the fat mass from your body weight, that gives you your lean mass. And that's how many grams you need every day at that current body fat and current body weight. Of course, in 30 days, you're gonna have a better body weight and a better body fat. So do these calculations again, and it's gonna change. And you're most likely gonna need more protein because you have more lean and less body fat. You're gonna be healthier, and everything inside is gonna work more functionally towards a stronger gain tomorrow with what you've already accomplished today. So, quick and easy, guys. Protein, any type you eat that's direct: chicken, fish, turkey, steak, egg whites, shakes, bars, seitan, tofu, things like such. Other things that have protein in them, I love them too. Yogurt, cottage cheese, nuts, etc., etc. They're not exactly the direct source to get the nitrogen we want, so stick with those direct sources. Find out your body weight, find out your body fat, calculate the two, subtract your body weight from that number, get your lean, and calculate it times 0.8 to 1 gram to find out the grams you need per day, and of course, per meal. And then set a timer to a phone, a silly chicken, a choo-choo train. Who really cares? A whistle. I don't really care. Make it silly, make it stupid, have fun with it. When you hear that noise, you got 4 hours. Time just started ticking. And you understand it's your most precious commodity. You don't get it back, right? You don't get the lean back either. Because if you go the opposite direction and your grams are good, but your time's off, you lose the game. That's right, guess what? You just got fatter because your lean dropped and your fat rose, and now we went backwards. Not what we want. If you have every bit of the time, but don't have enough of the grams, say you had 20 and you had 4 hours and your time was good, but you were short on the gram, the difference came from your lean, and you just got fatter. Once again, not to upset you, but it can't be too hot, it can't be too cold, it just gotta be perfect. And that's how you get it. Every 4 hours, a minimum of what you need per your lean mass. Hope you guys enjoyed this segment on chemistry behind nutrition, and one of the most important components that's critically torn apart in this industry with skepticism and media and fad and faith and passion and ego and pride and just plain cockiness. This is why I brought science to my table, because it keeps everything humble and actually individualizes it per you. You are the actual objective, not the person selling you their service or their knowledge. It has to be custom designed per you, or it won't be successful and permanent per you. Remember that, guys. You're the most important thing about what we do as professionals in this industry. And the minute we forget it, all of us should just go home because you forgot about why you actually started. Guys, I love you to death. Remember, tune back on, view, review, view again, listen, learn, upload questions. I'll respond with answers. This is really important. I want you to understand it. Take the time to internalize it and feel good about it. It's going to give you the knowledge to know what you get in future is always going to be yours for the taking. Everything you got coming your way, right in your hands, because you understand how to go get it. If you don't, Hey, that's on you. When you wake up, that person in the mirror, lemonade, that's what you gotta do. Live with that. I'm not that guy. I win. No L's for me. This is how you get it. This is how I get it. Work it for you. I love you guys. It's Chris. Once again, Solar Power Fitness. Tune on to my channel. View on to my channel next week. We're going to be going over more information. And of course, I'm going to bring back that physicality of what I'm bringing to the table in the next 12 months to come, from 49 to 50 on my pursuit towards half a century, baby. We don't get older, we get wiser. All to the races. Make the gains, baby. Here we go. Okay, so now, let's just take a second and be funny. You don't even know how hard this shit is. I got a lady in the background, and you know, she's all critical about Chris, you gotta do it like this, you gotta do it like this, you gotta do it like that. It don't sound good like this, you said it like this, and you should have said it like that. Maro! I don't even know! It is difficult, but because the love I have for you, this corazón is a grande, just like this bicep. That's right, I do it, and I share it. My knowledge, my passion, chemistry behind nutrition, protein and nitrogen, baby. Hey, tune on, view me, Chris, with Solar Power Fitness. That's right, baby. Listen to what I got coming up next week. It'll keep you pushing forward towards some permanent gains. That's what you deserve, guys. I love y'all. I'm out. See ya.